exciting too, because after Matthew died, we got to kind of go back to Mary trying to find love again.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, it was great. I got to play with some really lovely, handsome actors for the next 4 years after that. But I loved her complexity and just that she could be she was so unapologetic as well with her manner, and you didn't always like her. And I love characters like that. They don't have to be likable all the time. And Julian just had he has such a talent for writing, for going much further so that the characters aren't just two-dimensional characters, especially female parts, that it goes way deeper and more truthful, actually, of the way women are,
Your portrayal of her got you Emmy nominations and Golden Globe nominations, which deserves a round of applause because you were so fantastic in this role.
Thank you.
And it's brought you a lot of cool new gigs, and I know we're going to play a trailer for one of your upcoming ones, if you guys have it ready.
Christ is the power in my
There's 83 good men.
He is the power.
Gone in less than 5 minutes.
It's a fearful thing to love what death can touch.
Where are all the men at?
Dead. Mine took them.
All of them. How has the town fared without any men around?
Someone's got to look after things around here.
A town full of ladies.
Bang, bang.
It's ripe fruit for the wicked.
Bang, bang.
Frank Griffin's been looking for Roy Good.
He's gonna kill anyone that Roy Good loves or cares about.
The good people of Creed let them walk their streets. Now they don't have no streets.
When he finds out who's living here,
God help you folks.
Mister, we're a lot fucking stronger than you think we are.
there's something I gotta finish. I'm bad luck.
We have that in common then.
This here's the land of the blade and the rough. It's a godless country.
To shoot you down.
Let's all talk about this like civilized folks.
Sure, come on in.
I suggest we all first lower our weapons.
Guys, doesn't that look amazing? Very different than Downton, very different. We're in an all-women's kind of town where there's not too many men, and I like shows like that.
Yeah, it's an authentic Western in many ways. It's got all of those classic things that you would expect from a Western, but it's a story that hasn't been told. And these towns in which all of the men had died were common in those times. And so Griffin, played by Jeff Daniels, is this, he's terrorizing the towns, trying to find Roy Good, played by Jack O'Connell. And so the women have to come together to protect themselves. So it's a Western that people would never have seen before. You know, it's really, Netflix are kind of describing it as sort of turning the genre on its head. And life was, in those times, you know, for these women, a hard scrabble. You know, they were making, every day trying to make something out of nothing. And they were tough, extremely tough women. And Alice, who I play, originally was meant to marry the son of her father's business partner. You know, her life would have been quite different. And she, at 21, by the time she was 21, she was widowed. And so her life didn't turn out quite the way she was expecting. But it's just an incredible piece of cinematography as well. I mean, we saw both episodes last night on on a cinema screen, which is it feels like that's how it should be watched, or at least on a bigger screen you can find. Actually, it's not something you should watch on your iPhone. Because the cinematographer Stephen Meisler is just what he's done with it is absolutely incredible, and all of the crew and creatives. So it's really exciting, and it airs on Wednesday. It comes out on Wednesday. Yeah.
So this is different for you, though, because usually, you know, Downton fans would get the chance to watch an episode and you'd have to wait for the next episode. But Netflix kind of delivers all the goods at once. Yeah. Are you a binge watcher yourself? Are you into that?
It depends what it is. I mean, people can see this however they want, but I don't actually think this is a binger. I think it's something to savor, and it's a lot. It's a lot to binge on. You know, you have to kind of, I mean, you can see there's so much brutality in it as well. It's and just to savor the beauty of it as well, the work that's gone into it. But people can watch it however way they want. I mean, but the last thing I binged on was The Crown, which I loved so much. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Now you're on Netflix with The Crown. I mean, you're making your moves. What is it about your character, Alice, that you know, either you related to a little bit or you took away something else from playing Lady Mary that you brought into this? Because it's a totally different character.
Well, I've been doing a show on TNT called Good Behaviour, which is airing currently. So I'd gone from Downton into something very modern, contemporary. You know, I got to wear jeans for a
Letty's
change.
not like Lady Mary.
Yeah, exactly. And so I've been doing that for 6 months, and then Godless came along, and as soon as I walked into the costume fitting, I realised the obsession that I've developed for period costume, because I actually couldn't wait to get back into this. You know, all the clothes from that time. So I mean, for me, I wasn't really out to do something vastly different from Mary. I mean, I was just hopeful that I would, you know, get another job, actually. But to work with, you know, great people and work on great scripts, and Good Behaviour and Godless, I've been so fortunate to go from playing Mary to playing another two amazing characters. I've loved just playing such a variation of women.
What was it like being in? They're kind of bringing back the Western, which I'm so excited about because I'm a huge fan of Westerns myself. What was it like being in that world? What was the set like?
It was like you were there. I mean, it was like being transported back to that time. And Alice's ranch was just, it's beautiful. The setting is absolutely beautiful. And so at times we would have lightning delays where you have to shut down and you can't, you know, for safety reasons, you have to stop filming. And I would sit with some of the crew on Alice's porch and watch the storms rolling in. I mean, you've never seen anything. I mean, if any of you have been to New Mexico or from there, I'm sure you know, but it's a magical place. And with Godless, like is so common with a Western, is that mixture of brutality against the beautiful surroundings and the animals as well. I mean, there's so much of it is about the horses, actually. There's a whole story about the horses. And it was just magical, actually, being there. And the town of La Belle was built from scratch. And it was like you were there. It was amazing. And I got to do lots of hiking and traveling while I was there. Went up to Colorado and Arizona. And so I got to see some really beautiful parts of America.
Exploring the States. I haven't even been to those places. So, so what about this show do you think people are really going to, get into? Because it's a limited series, so I think it's 7 episodes.
Yeah, it's just 7, unfortunately.
And now people are going to be like, season 2, and it's over, because I've seen the first 2 episodes, and they are extraordinary.
People are already saying that, actually. Yeah. And we jump at the chance. I mean, us girls, the ladies of La Belle, who you're all going to fall in love with, we have this chain text thing, all 10 of us. And I wake up some days with like 78 text messages on my phone. We've got so close working together on this. Like I was saying, it's something very. It's not your average Western, obviously, because there's far more women involved in the narrative. And just visually as well, it is absolutely stunning. Jeff Daniels is incredible. He is terrifying. And I've never seen him play a role like it before. Jack O'Connell is incredible. It's an amazing cast. And Merritt Weaver is, for me, she takes my breath away. She is absolutely amazing as Mary Agnes. So it has, you know, I think people will really enjoy it and really take the characters to their hearts. I think there's a sort of domestic feel to it as well, like what it would have been like to live in those times. That sense of longing, you know, ultimately everyone is alone, and this sort of longing for a partner, or I mean, it's just, yeah, I think people will really love the characters.
Well, I have to say, you have some great projects out right now. You mentioned Good Behavior before, and you have this and the Downton exhibit, and you're in Network on stage, and so congrats on all your success.
Thank
and
you.
we love seeing you in projects. So this is out Wednesday, Godless, and then Downton, the exhibit is actually running now, I think through the end of January in New York. So if you guys are fans, which you probably are, go check it out. Maybe she'll surprise you with a photobomb. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.